I welcome you all to this beautiful channel of Feather Dentistry. Today we are starting with a very nice topic, that is heart. And here is a beautiful schematic diagram of heart in front of you. We will be studying different topics. First, how the blood flows through the heart and to the body. Second, the electrical conductance in the heart. Third, we will be studying about the heart sounds. Next, we will be studying about the cardiac cycle. This will be the detailed video of all these topics. As we all know, heart, it has four chambers: right atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. The blood that is in the right atrium flows to the right ventricle, in the left atrium flows to the left ventricle. This is the whole concept. This is superior vena cava, this is inferior vena cava. The blood in the tissues, in the organs, below the level of heart. This vena cava, it is going to collect the blood from all those tissues and organs below the level of the heart. It will contain deoxygenated blood. The main important part is that it will be deoxygenated blood. Superior vena cava similarly will bring deoxygenated blood from all the tissues and organs that are above the level of the heart. In this way, inferior vena cava and superior vena cava, they are going to pool blood into right atrium. जैसे ही blood right atrium में pool होना शुरू होगा, some amount of blood will flow to right ventricle directly through the valves. These valves that is present in between the right atrium and the right ventricle, it is the tricuspid valve. This tricuspid valve have three pattern of valves which are present, and this will allow the blood to flow through the right atrium to right ventricle. Some amount of blood will pass passively, लेकिन अब जो बचा हुआ amount of blood है that require active contraction of the right atrium, and then the blood will be pushed to right ventricle. Whenever the sudden contraction occur, it is said to be systole, and whenever relaxation occur, it is said to be diastole. Similarly, अब हमने right atrium में तो देखा कि blood pool हुआ superior vena cava और inferior vena cava से. At the same time, left atrium में भी blood pool हो रहा है. अब ये blood कहाँ से आ रहा है? This blood is coming from the lungs. Left atrium, left ventricle contains oxygenated blood, whereas the right atrium and right ventricle contains deoxygenated blood. Now, right lung, it has three lobes which are divided by horizontal fissure and the oblique fissure. Now the two superior lobes, they have their own arteries and they have their own veins. These veins then join and form right superior pulmonary vein. This is going to drain the blood from the upper two superior lobes of the right lung, and it is going to drain the blood into left atrium. Similarly, the lower lobe or the inferior lobe, it is connected with right inferior vein, and this pulmonary vein is also going to drain into left atrium. Similarly, left lung, it has two lobes and is divided by oblique fissure. Left lung have one differentiating feature, that is lingula. It is due to presence of heart in its vicinity. Heart caused a notch or a depression in the left lung, and it is said to be lingula. Now the superior lobe of left lung is connected through left superior pulmonary vein, and it also drains the blood into left atrium. And the lower lobe or the inferior lobe, it is connected with left inferior pulmonary vein and drains the blood into left atrium. Now comes a very important question that is important for a competitive exam, and that is pulmonary veins. These are the only veins that contains oxygenated blood. Rest all the veins in our body contain deoxygenated blood. Each and every vein in our body contains deoxygenated blood. The only exception is pulmonary vein that contains oxygenated blood. Now, right atrium is filled with deoxygenated blood from the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Left atrium have oxygenated blood from the pulmonary veins. From the four pulmonary veins, right superior, right inferior, left superior, left inferior. Now these atrium will show contraction so that the blood flows to the ventricle. This contraction is said to be atrial systole. Now the blood will flow to left ventricle. As soon the blood flows into left ventricle and the right ventricle, these valves, the tricuspid in the right side and the bicuspid in the left side, they shows snap shut. Why the snap shut occurs is due to prevention of backflow of blood into the atrium. To prevent this backflow, these valves suddenly shut them up so that the blood don't flow in the backward direction. Now the left and the right ventricle are filled with blood. Right ventricle will push the blood into pulmonary artery. Again, exception, which is important for a competitive exam, that pulmonary artery is the only artery that contains deoxygenated blood. Rest all other arteries in our body contain oxygenated blood only. This pulmonary artery and right ventricle, they have pulmonary semilunar valves. Similarly, in the left side, we have aortic semilunar valve in between the left ventricle and the arch of aorta, aortic artery. This aortic artery contains oxygenated blood that is pushed from the left ventricle and this supplies to whole body. So this is a schematic flow diagram of blood. So I am writing it down here that inferior vena cava plus superior vena cava drains deoxygenated blood into right atrium. The blood will go into right ventricle. The valve which is present is tricuspid valve. Now from right ventricle, the blood will go into pulmonary artery. And the valve which is present here is semilunar valve. And from pulmonary artery, blood will go into lungs. The deoxygenated blood will get converted into oxygenated blood inside the lung. At the same time, now the blood which is oxygenated from the lung will go through pulmonary veins. It will go into left atrium. It will go into left ventricle. Now the valve which is present here is bicuspid, or it is known as mitral valve. From left ventricle, blood will go into aorta through semilunar valve again. And through aorta, it will reach each and every part of our body. This is the whole diagram of how the blood flows. Again from the body, it will go to superior and inferior vena cava, and again the cycle will occur.